Hello, my name is CONNOLLY. I am a florist and I do flowers for big events and for parties and have done extraordinarily well-known things in the United Kingdom, including the coronation of His Majesty the King a few years ago.
좋아하는 스타일이다.
아, 나는 아직도 빨리 해.
So I wanted to bring everyone to Stokesay Court, which is a flower growing garden for us florists. And I wanted them to see the contrast between that and the flower market the day before. And in the flower market, you see flowers that have been brought to a city. You haven't seen them grow, whereas in Stokesay Court, you see flowers with their roots still in the soil. And I found it very moving watching how everyone suddenly started to walk around and enjoy the flowers in a different way. And if we don't have that, why do we work with flowers? If we don't have that real enjoyment and real sort of connection, and I think we have to go into gardens to get it. We don't get it from the flower market because those flowers are cut and dying, really, and the flowers that we see at Stokesay are living and vibrant and full of life. And I think that's the bit that I really wanted them to see that, and I think everyone was quite moved actually to go and see things growing, even though we all see them in gardens, but to see it that way was very special.
스톡시 가든에 가서 지금 시기에 꽃의 모습을 볼 수 있었던 게 플로리스트 선생님들한테는 좋은 시간이었을 것 같아요. 플로리스트는 가드너랑은 또 달라서 절화나 절지를 가지고 디자인을 하는 직업이기 때문에 그 꽃의 원래 모습을 알지 못하는 분들도 사실은 많죠. 그래서 이 가든을 갔었던 게 디자인을 하는데 전환점이 될 거라고 저는 생각합니다.
Because you can sit here. You don't see that bit of the garden.
여기 앉아 있을 때는 저쪽이 안 보이잖아. 그러니까 뭔가
So I have never brought a group of florists to my house. I have never included my house and my garden in any workshop. But I really respect Jasuk. I really felt that it would help them to see the way I garden and the way I like to grow things. I mean, obviously we've just had a drought, so it wasn't the best time, but it still shows that your garden can have real soul, whatever size it is. We're lucky that it's quite a big garden, but I wanted them to see that and to enjoy lunch in my garden, because that's part of the reason you have a garden, is to have friends in it. And I wanted them to feel that that's part of the experience of being a florist, designing for events, is creating that ambience. And so to sit in my garden, hopefully, gave the feeling of a special ambience. So it's giving the treat, feeding your inspiration and feeding your sort of soul, as it were, by being in my garden.
Maybe it might be worth just saying that's quite a nice shape, things like that. I would maybe cut it and then use it.
So after lunch, we went into one of our barns, and what I wanted to show was that you could create sustainably any scale that you need to create. And obviously not using floral foam was the main emphasis of the whole thing, but I also wanted them to enjoy these incredible flowers from Stokesay with foliage that I'd cut from our garden, and just to show two ways of doing it. One was probably simpler by having great larger buckets attached to a pole, and another was more time consuming, having tubes put into chicken wire. but both achieved remarkably similar results. And I think they got very confident, I hope they did, in the ability to work without floral foam, which I know most of the people here is their whole ethos and aim anyway. But it was just giving confidence and enjoyment. You have to enjoy it.
Like they said, when we get in the house,
so we have got a big journey to do to
Right.
introduce our.
I think when we made the tablescape for Tuesday night's dinner, what I really wanted them to have the experience of was not just watching the table being decorated, but we make these incredible things for our clients and then we go away. We don't get the chance to enjoy them, and I wanted them to feel really special. I think really you have to experience it sometimes, not all the time. Don't go to dinner with your clients, I don't mean that, but you have to experience it and to really appreciate what makes it special. And it isn't the quantity of flowers, because we didn't use very many. It's a feeling of that was part of that place, because we used the brambles and we used the little plums on the stem. It felt medieval style flowers and arranged so simply and not in great quantities, and lots of candles. Candles are the answer to most questions. Candles. And the feeling was then very special. I certainly felt very special and very lucky to be having such delicious food with such lovely people. If it had just been 2 little bowls of flowers and 2 candles, it wouldn't have been as special. So it was giving them an experience was what I really wanted.
it's all season. Yes.
He said,
시리얼가 있으면 좀 멀리 이렇게 먹을 때